morning, everybody. We are just kind of chilling here for a few minutes. We're going to start assembly here in a second. I'm just trying to get my tablet to connect to the internet, which is what I use to control the stream with. So, bear with me here. We're fighting with this. Hopefully everybody's having a good morning. It is a dreary early spring Saturday morning here in Ohio. So, unfortunately, I have a chance of rain and severe thunderstorms and lightning and tornadoes pretty much all day today. We already had our first big squall storm come through. That came through this morning. There's some hail. I haven't looked at the vehicles to see if there was any damage. I don't think there was. We typically don't get that big of enough hail. So, okay. Tablet's now working. It was dead, so that's why I was letting it charge up for a few minutes. So let's go ahead and let's get familiarized with the Shapico 5 Pro, which is what I have. Why is the stand not working? There we go. Okay. We need to change to the digital SLR. So, first things first was building a table for it all to sit on. OMG. This thing is loud. Built a table designed to hold the router itself, the actual table, or the machine. So it is a 4-foot, so the cutting platform is 4 foot long, 2 foot deep. The space it takes is 5 foot by 3 foot, roughly. So that's how big of a box or a table that I made. Initial thoughts from getting this out of the package is it is absolutely amazing quality. There is nothing cheap about any of this stuff that is in this kit so far from what I've seen. The aluminum is nice and thick. The rails that runs the stepper motors or the guides they look super beefed up. Like that's probably 3/8 to a 1/2 inch thick, which is what the router head mounts to. Comes with a track. It's I don't want to say it's dummy proof, but it almost is dummy proof from just quick glance looking at things. It comes with a really nice user manual on how to install it. It comes with all the directions, all the downloads that you need if you want to see videos. It has it all. It is 56 pages total. Really high quality. I like it. It came in 2 really long boxes. These 2 were together in one box. This was in one box by itself. Then it had 3 big boxes like this, and they are labeled. So, like this one says open first. So, obviously, you open this one first. The only thing I did was opened it to get this out, to glance at it. That's all I've done, and taken everything out of the packaging and get it on this table. Because I wanted to get rid of the packaging because it was a lot. So inside box number 1, it comes with the dust kit. They call it the Sweepy 65 version 2, so that's the dust kit for it, the collector kit. That is the quick draw connector for the dust kit, so don't need that, not for the time being. Looks like some form of a sensor. So this is a spare limit switch. Keep this limit switch in a safe place. Accidents happen if you... So that's pretty cool that it comes with an actual spare limit switch. This is the base frame and hybrid table hardware. So this is all the hardware needed to assemble everything. So I'll set that aside. Comes with, looks like all my accessories for being able to cut. So zip ties for cable management, the hold down hardware kit, a bit, a Sharpie, some screws for the hold down clamps, and yeah, so we don't need that currently. Looks like some lubrication, so maintenance items, and then all the tools, wrenches, hardware, all in a bag. So I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to set this box aside because this has my spare parts and maintenance items and stuff like that. We're going to leave that aside for the time being. If you're going to do this a lot, I'm going to suggest eventually upgrading and getting better tools, but this will get you started for sure, and I'm going to use these just for your demonstration purposes. I'm going to put the dust collector stuff also away in that box just because I won't need it anytime soon. So let's go ahead and we're going to read the manual, and I'm skipping the videos, and it's going to tell you check your inventory, open your box, make sure everything is contained. So like I said, toolkit, extra hardware, cable management, work holder kit, the square end mill, the dust boot, the marker, and the base frame and the hardware. And then the other box contains the wiring harness, the controller, the Pro bit setter, basically all the it's an electronics box, and then there's a base frame box which contains all of the stuff for all of that. So first things first, it says unbox box number 1, and it says locate the box labeled open first, which we just did. Remove the bag that contains the toolkit, which is this. Remove the bag labeled base frame hardware, which we have here. Locate the S5 electronics box and the ZDR box and set them aside. Locate and remove the base frame box from between the two Y rails. I think the base frame box is still up there. Yep, they have to be. Okay, so let's actually, I think this is the base frame box. Okay, so let's clear off the table. We're gonna move some of these bigger pieces out of the way, like the gantry. I will leave the two side rails out because I believe I'm gonna need them relatively soon. But this big behemoth has got to get out of the way. And like I said, this thing is not light. Set this on the floors, that way I don't accidentally knock it over. Oh, that was my toe. Oh. I guarantee you that weighs 40, 50 pounds, just that gantry. So the front edge is this plastic mold. So this is going to be my right axis, this side here that's got the logo on it. So we're going to set that here. And then this will be the left side, which will go over here. I'll set the hardware and the tools out of the way for the time being. One, two, three. Okay. Now this is saying position 4 of them, but I'm assuming because I didn't go with the 4x4 that it only comes with 3. Note that only, yeah. So note only the Shapico 5 Pro 4x4 requires 4. The 4x2 and the 2x2 only uses 3 base frame members, which is what these are. Okay. Open the position, remove, which in this case is 3, approximately 15.5 inches apart. What's 15.7? Ensure that the wire clips face right. So wire clips. One of these has a clip on the end? Yes, they do. So this is going to go, and like this is solid aluminum. Like, well, let me rephrase it. It's hollow in the inside, but it's a square aluminum frame. And these are not light. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So that's all 3. That one broke. Whatever. It's gonna have to go, I'm assuming, underneath. That's 1. That's gonna be 2. And that's 3. Down here. Wish I had another set of hands. This would make life a lot easier. Okay. I don't trust that without it falling. And I don't want it falling off the table. Because that would be bad, guys. That'd be real bad. Remove the Y-axis assembly. Set the right axis on the side of the baseboard. Align the front edge to the front edge of the first baseboard member. Remove 8. It's nice that they come pre-labeled as well, so you know what size they are. M16 by 6. M6 by 16s, but I don't have M6 by 16s. Huh? Oh, it's got to be this, base hardware. But they don't have it labeled. I'm assuming these are all the same. 2x2s and 4x2s. Oh, it's okay, it's for the kit that I bought. So I'm assuming those are all exactly the same length, and now I'm going to need the Allen head that fits this, which is probably that guy, which it is. Let me see if any of my, nope. Attached in 4 locations. The Y right assembly is attached in 4 locations. Don't worry about squaring the base frame yet. We'll do this after installing the gantry. Okay. same process, doing it on the left side now, so I can actually get you guys, I think, a little closer to this so you can kind of see what's going on. So, the other end is kind of far away from the table. This side's right underneath the camera, so a little easier to manage and for you guys to see and talk and everything else. So, I'm not using any special tools. Like I said, I'm using what it came with. I'm not torquing them down. It says don't worry about tightening them. They're snug, but they're not like torqued down. There's only so much torque you can put on this little Allen wrench, doing it this way. So come on. Come on. It's like it's cross-threaded. Can't see them. Uh-oh. That's better. There we go. Base frame is completed, or at least set up. Install cable track. Remove the adhesive cable track from shipping box 1, which is right here. Remove the clear protective coating, remove the blue adhesive cover, position the opening face up, align the cable track at the bottom edge of the base frame. Why would I put it? Okay. Not gonna argue. That's what they want. That's what they're gonna get. So remove the blue. You guys can't see. I apologize. And this is going to go track up on the back of the track in the middle. There we go. That looks good. Now it's time to prepare the gantry installation. Pull the right cartridge from the front of the machine to the front of the machine. Okay, so pull the gantry left to the front. Which is this. Use the 5mm hex key to remove the top 2 screws from the rear position of the Y. So I guess I have to pull this off now because it didn't say remove this, but it makes sense to because I gotta get to these 2 screws. Hope you guys can't see. So what I'm working on is trying to get that off. Come on. Man, this tape is strong. I'm going to do the same on the other side. There we go. I need a bigger Allen wrench for this. Set these on the table so I don't lose them. There we go. So we're following the directions still. I wish I can get you guys farther away. I don't think I can get you much farther out. So you can see kind of what's going on. You're just going to kind of have to live there. Pull both to the front, remove the 2 rear position of both cartridges. Keep them, because I'm going to need them, obviously. Open box 2, which I've already done. Gantry assembly. Note that the X-axis drag chain is pre-installed on the gantry. Hybrid table. Yep, that's fine. So time to install the gantry. So the gantry, lift the gantry assembly from the box, set it to the rear position of the Y-axis carriage plates. Ensure the large X-axis carrier plate from the machine. Hold down the gantry in place as you complete these steps. From right of the machine, push the gantry towards the front of the machine till it engages. Reference. Okay. This thing weighs a ton. I believe it's going to go the other way. Something like so. that's on there. Hold the gantry firmly in place as you complete the steps on the following page. Lift the gantry plates over the now empty hole screws. Ensure that the large X-axis carrier plate faces the front of the machine. Hold the gantry from the right side of the machine. Push the gantry towards the front of the machine until it engages with the reference edge on top of the Y-axis. Orient the cross dowel so that the reference line yeah. Use a 5mm key to loosely reinsert the two until attach the gantry to the Y-axis. Yep, from the left side of the machine, push the gantry forward until it engages with the reference on the right side. Okay, done. Okay, now it's time to square the machine. Check your right carriage and left carriage are still pushed to the front of the machine, which it is. It is. Start on the right side, use a 4mm hex key to fully tighten the first pair. Okay. Tight. Tight. Secure the right side using 4mm, tighten all the way up. And the base frame, move to the left side, use 4mm key. Yep. Push the gantry back to the second base frame member and fully tighten the pair of screws. Push the gantry to the back. Push the gantry all the way back to the machine until it hits the Y motor mounts and tighten the screws on the left, then the right. Wait a minute. Okay, so I gotta push the gantry across all of its. So let me loosen these up just to make sure that this is allowed to freely move. So that's there. Let's tighten this down. gantry back to the third. Push the gantry all the way to the back of the machine until it hits the Y motor mounts and tighten the screws on the right left side. Can't.
Check.
Okay. Push the gantry back to the third. Push the gantry all the way. Open the HDZ box and remove the assembly of the Z-axis assembly, the HDZ hardware, the X-axis stepper motor, and the X-axis stepper motor hardware. Okay, so I need my other box. Push the gantry back to the Open the HDZ box and remove the assembly of the Z-axis assembly, the HDZ hardware, the X-axis stepper motor, and the X-axis stepper motor hardware. Okay, so I need my other box. And this is how it comes packaged. Like, this stuff is, like I said, no joke. Like, they did a really, really good job of keeping things packaged, organized, and set up. So this is the end caps. This is what it said to set aside. So we'll set that aside for the time being. Here is the. Okay, so I need my other box. And this is how it comes packaged. Like, this stuff is, like I said, no joke. Like, they did a really, really good job of keeping things packaged, organized, and set up. So this is the end caps. This is what it said to set aside. So we'll set that aside for the time being. X hardware, Z hardware. Another stepper motor. This gantry. This stuff is, like I said, no joke. Like, they did a really, really good job of keeping things packaged, organized, and set up. So this is the end caps. This is what it said to set aside. So we'll set that aside for the time being. X hardware, Z hardware. Another stepper motor. This gantry. This stuff is, like I said, no joke. Like, they did a really, really good job of keeping things packaged, organized, and set up. So this is the end caps. This is what it said to set aside. So we'll set that aside for the time being. X hardware. So I'm assuming it's going to be easier working on that towards the front, not the back. So let's move the gantry back to the front. We can keep it towards the middle. So I'm assuming it's going to be easier working on that towards the front, not the back. Align the HDZ with the two short located pins on the front of the X-axis carrier plate and push it onto the carrier plate. See figure 2-1, which is this. So it's saying to locate these two pins with the holes on the plate, and it should go ahead and support itself there. Align the HDZ with the two short located pins on the front of the X-axis carrier plate. Insert 4 it onto the carrier plate. See figure 2-1, which is this. So it's saying to locate these two pins. I'm assuming it's holes on the plate, and it should go ahead and it's either support itself there. It's gonna have to be these hold pins on the Z-axis hardware. Insert 4 it onto the carrier plate. See figure 2-1, which is this. So it's saying to locate these two pins. I'm assuming it's holes on the plate, and it should go ahead and it's either support itself there. It's gonna have to be these hold pins on the Z-axis hardware. Those are M5s, these are M6s, so it's gonna have to be this. No. Yes, it has to be these. And it's gonna go into these threads. Yep, that's the right one. We'll open these, set them aside. Those are M5s, these are M6s, so it's gonna have to be this. Stepper motor's gonna go up. Yes, it has to be these. And it's gonna go into these threads. Yep, that's the right one. We'll open these, set them aside. Almost my finger. Woo, that was close. Those are M5s, these are M6s. Stay. Don't fall. The motor's gonna go up. Yes, it has to be these. That would have been bad, guys. That would have been real bad. These threads. Yep, that's the right one. Open these. That was almost my finger. Woo, that was close. Those are M5s, these are M6s. Stay. Don't fall. The motor's gonna go up. Yes, it has to be these. That would have been bad, guys. That would have been real bad. I'm not tightening down crazy, just snugging them. Almost my finger. Woo, that was close. Where's the other? been bad, guys. That would have been real bad. How do those go in there? I'm not tightening down crazy. Just snugging them.
Almost my finger.
Where's the other two? Okay.
Stay. Don't fall.
That makes no sense.
Up.
That would have been bad, guys. That would have been real bad. Because I can't get... What? I'm not tightening down crazy. Just snugging them.
Almost my finger.
Where's the other... So I must put them in first?
Don't fall.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That would have been bad, guys. That would have been real bad. Because I can't get... What? I'm not tightening down crazy. No. This can't be right. So I must put them in first? See if they'll go in. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That would have been bad, guys. That would have been real bad. Nope, because I can't get... Didn't think so. What? I'm not tightening down. Houston, you got a problem. No. This can't be right. So I must... This is not an Ender 3. No. This makes an Ender 3 look like Child's Play. Nope, because I can't get... Didn't think so. Houston, you got a problem. But I don't understand. This is not an Ender 3. How to get these screws. This makes an Ender 3 look like Child's Play. It shows that they go in place with this thing all the way up, but I don't understand. Okay, maybe they do. This is not an Ender 3. How to get these I just had to look under this. This makes an Ender 3. I didn't think it went far enough like Child's Play. How's it going, Jack in the shop? It shows that they go in place with this thing all the way up, but I don't understand. Okay, maybe they do. This is not an Ender 3. How to get these I just had to look under this. This makes an Ender 3. I didn't think it went far enough like Child's Play. How's it going, Jack in the shop? It shows that they go in place with this thing all the way up, but I don't understand. Okay, maybe they do. This is not an Ender 3. How to get I just had to look under this. This makes an Ender 3. I didn't think it went far enough like Child's Play. How's it going, Jack in the shop? I have an audio loop. It shows oh no, well, wait a minute. I don't understand. Okay, maybe they do. This is not stuck. I shouldn't have an audio loop. But you're probably correct. I do have it running, but I don't have it playing. I guess I do. I didn't think I did. Okay, I muted it on my end. Let me know if that got fixed. Come on. Okay. Use the hex key and fully tighten and secure. Okay, so that tells me to go ahead and go to town on these guys. Okay, awesome. I had it on, you're correct. I just didn't have it playing on my end, so I don't know how the audio loop was happening, but I whatever. But somehow it was causing a loop. Ugh. Okay, so the Z gantry is installed. So now I need to connect the Z-axis cables. Okay. At the back of the HDZ, connect the Z-axis motor to the Z-axis limit switch cables that are pre-wired through the extensions on the gantry. Okay. Easy peasy. Seems pretty simple so far. That is a 4-wire pin to a 4-wire pin. That is a 3-wire pin pin to a 3-wire pin. Can't mess that up. Awesome. Locate the X motor in the HTC box. Orientate the X motor with the motor coupler facing forward. The mount. See figure 2-2. So that goes over here, facing into the coupler that way with the wires. Oriented the X motor coupler facing forward to the mount. Ensure that the motor wires face to the rear of the machine. Rotate the motor shaft until the motor coupler is lined up with the ball screw coupler inside the mount. Okay, that seems pretty simple. So goes on like so. I gotta put the wires to the rear, which will be like so. Put that in. Voila! This is a Shapico 5 Pro, is what this is. Press the coupler together until fully seated. The motor is flush with the mounts. Use 4mm hex key and the supplied screws to tighten down. Yep, that makes sense. Ow. Oh, and this is the 4x2 model. So 4 foot by 2 foot is the cutting size of what this table is. So you missed the intro since you just got here, Jack. It's a Shapico 5 Pro 4x2. They make a 4x4 and they make a 2x2 version of this. I went with the 4x2. I have the upgraded, I want to say it's like 1 kilometer, 110 volt router head for it. I don't have it in my possession yet. I'll probably get it Monday. And this is the table, the routing table that this is on. I built this and it's on a 5x3 wood base on casters, and then I'm putting the shop vac underneath it as well for dust control. Okay, tighten this up. Good. Good. Ow. Okay, tight. I'm assuming it's going to have me connect these wires together. Will be the next step. Nope. Nope. There's got to be a wiring harness for that because those don't go together. You can still chase my router. Yeah, I want to get I got to figure out the electrical portion of this thing still. They make a module that is like an extension cord, plugs into a single outlet, and you can plug the router into it. So when I turn the power onto the router, it automatically turns on the shop vac that's mounted underneath the table. So my concern is amperage. I don't know if... I think it's a 15 amp circuit. My garage... hey, gamer. My garage is technically not heated, technically speaking, but I typically run a small box fan out here just because I have other stuff out here besides just this. Like my computer, all my RC stuff's out here. I've got water lines, my washer and dryer's in the garage. I've got food stored out here. So I typically make sure that it stays above like 50 degrees during the wintertime. And like I have this right next to my garage door, so you can actually see out that way. Like that's my driveway. So this is on wheels, so I can move this around if I want to move it. I don't know where it's going to stay. I'm actually kind of content, actually right where it's at. We'll see. This is all up in the air as to kind of what I'm doing with it all. So, how's the audio, by the way? Is it okay? The microphone's probably 4 or 5 foot away from me currently, so I don't know how it sounds for you guys, but I'm just curious on to making sure the audio is still okay. Okay, so now it's time to do the hybrid table. So the hybrid table extensions, the flathead screws, the MDF strip, and the M6. What? So I need both of these bags, the hybrid table, and the MDF strips. I believe those are already cut. Those are underneath the table, so that is good. Locate the hybrid table extensions and the MDF strips from shipping boxes. Yep, that's fine. Lay the 12 aluminum hybrid extensions across the base frame left to right. Only 6 are required for the 2x2. Use a 4mm hex key and 8M6 loosely attach each extension. Insert screws from the front to back. Fully tighten all screws to secure the hybrid table extensions. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward and simple. So, let's get busy. I'm just going to clean up a little bit of this because a lot of this is just going to get covered up. Okay, I'm going to turn my audio up, and I'm giving you all a warning now. So give me about 10 seconds. I'm just warning you before I actually turn it up on my end. So go ahead and turn your volume down, and then I'll give you a countdown when I'm turning my volume up. So, okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's check that. That still seems pretty low. Okay, hold on. I have another way to turn this up. I just got to figure out which one it is. Give me a second. Main out. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Test, test. Hold on. Still seems low. Microphone test. Okay. Let's get this. Let's set that right here. Okay, that should be better. Maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna push this gantry back out of the way. Okay. These are the plates. I'm assuming. Yeah, these all have to come off. Now I need the flush mounted screws. I'm assuming the 4 is this one. It is. My nose is running already. Good grief. Like, it's bad. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. This is getting terrible. It must be these allergies. Seasonal allergies must be kicking in. Or More stuff's finally starting to grow around here. That'd be my bet. It says to not tighten these all the way. Yes, I'm actually streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But everybody that's commenting and watching is currently on oh, and also I'm on YouTube Shorts. So you may be watching me on YouTube, and you might be watching me on YouTube Shorts. So I don't know which one you're watching me on. If you watch me on the regular page, you'll see a full screen of what's going on. If you're on YouTube Shorts, it's only going to see like a vertical feed, which is cutting off a lot of what you actually should be seeing. And then I am also streaming on Twitch as well. But nobody's chatting on Twitch. I have no clue who's even watching. I can't see that number. So right now it says nobody's watching, but it always says nobody's watching. So I take that for a grain of salt. It said not to tighten these all the way down. It doesn't make sense to me when these are all countersunk screws, so it's not like I can move and adjust this once they're all in. So the countersunk hole and screw heads going to automatically center these to where they need to be. Common sense, but I guess they're assuming some people might have some wiggle room in them. I don't know. Don't know. I didn't design it. I'm just building it. What I don't understand is why don't they include one more rail to the back here, and just extend this the extra 6-8 inches. That I don't get. Oh, okay, I know why now. Makes sense. Gantry has to do with this, the router head. Took me a minute to figure that one out. Because the router head can't go that far back, because it's on the front of that gantry. Common sense. Again, just use your head. I'm actually really impressed with this machine, by the way, guys. I haven't used it yet, but like, I'm impressed. It also wasn't cheap, so I think it was shipping and everything is $4,500, something like that. Oh, wait a minute. That's not lining up. Loosen these up. Must be slightly off. Nope, worse it gets. This is my first CNC routing table, yes. I have 3D printers, and I've grown up in a CNC family, so I'm the only one that's not in the trade professionally. My father's retired. Well, partially retired from the trade, I should say. He retired from a large company, now works for a small local company, doing signs predominantly. So, and then my teammate and also business partner is also in the trade as well, making store displays and signs and stuff. So needless to say, I'm surrounded by people that are in this trade, or industry I should say. I, on the other hand, am a cable technician that now has been a construction coordinator for 4 or 5 years now, something like that. I've lost count. Been with the company for 15 years, where I'm at now. I'm still one of the few people that still gets a retirement pension plan, which is why I'm still there. You 3D printed your first CNC, the MP CNC? Really? I think I almost went down that rabbit hole. The problem is, I am going to use this for business use. And predominantly I'm going to be cutting carbon fiber with it. So I understand the restrictions and the safety issues that come with carbon fiber. So with that being said, also I want to do aluminum with it as well. I'll show you. Hold on. I thought I had a chassis floating around. I don't. I'll just show you a car that I built. So this is what I want to cut. So I want to be able to cut my own chassis for cars. This is one I sell currently. This is one of my chassis already. And this is for a midget that we created. So I want to be able to make custom aluminum bulkheads, and I want to be able to cut 3D printed or cut carbon fiber. So I found a company that makes a waterbed for cutting carbon fiber. I almost bought that machine specifically for that, but then I found the reviews were really bad for support when it comes to the machine and the software and stuff like that, so I chose not to go that route, and I'm going to try retrofitting that water bed module to this bed is what my goal is. This is a lot of screws. Honestly, I don't know if I have it. Let me look. I don't think I have a bit big enough for this to use a torque impact. Ooh, I do. Score. Hold on. I just used all this yesterday. I'm like, where is it? It's up here. No, I'm not going to town with torquing them. I'm just putting them in. Oh, that one a little tight. Oh well, it'll be actually, you know what? Let me do it this way. This will be safer. A lot less risk of over torquing with this little electric screwdriver. Well, it's for RC cars, but my business is RC cars. So I'm the co-owner of RC Cincinnati. Me and my partner create dirt oval chassis designs and sell them. We just started doing it about a year ago. I started the company, technically I started the business right when my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I kind of shelved the idea to take care of her for a long time. I've invested a decent amount of money into it and just stopped because I didn't have the time or the dedication to building it. Actually, sorry, that was 2 years ago is when we started it. I still race it occasionally, and he races it every weekend. And we're kind of at that point now. We're ready to start expanding a little bit, and cost to have chassis cut is expensive. So that's what drove me to spend the money now, is to go ahead and get my own table and learn to do it myself. And it helps with prototyping than anything else. So that's my problem right now, is where my teammate works is he can prototype the chassis. He cuts them out of acrylic first and tests them to make sure everything looks correct and all that, which makes sense. Acrylic's a lot cheaper to ruin than carbon fiber. A lot cheaper. Which is awesome. I would have never thought about doing that, but that's what he does. The problem is where he works is a locally owned shop. The owners are really cool, but he doesn't feel right using the company resources and the company's employees and the machine time, because their machine basically runs 24/7. Do you have a second job? No. Jack, I am currently going to be using the software that comes with the Shapikos. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. I haven't made it that far down the list, but Shapiko does come with their own programs, which is one of the reasons why I went with the Shapikos, is because of their software that they come with. So 6, 6, 6, missing one. 6, 6, 6, 6, missing one. So if you go check out, like if you're curious, well, I'm gonna say this is my second job. That's kind of where I'm at with this. Is with the wife. The wife has fully recovered from breast cancer, thank God. She's back to work. Everything's good and kosher there. She's made it 1 year post operations and all of her chemo treatments and everything else. So now I'm finally at that point where I can invest my time into doing what I love to do, which is racing RC cars, but also trying to grow this business. I do have a website already built, and actually my teammate is the one that built it, and it is amazing. It looks fantastic. It's very, I don't want to say simple, but it gets the job done. We tried keeping things very clean. What did I do with my Allen wrench? This is why I go crazy. Because I had it in my hand, I walked away to go get the bit, I've set it somewhere, and now I don't know what I did with it. Here's the big one, which is not going to work, because, nope, not going to work. do with it? Did you guys know where I put my bit? My Allen wrench. Did I put it in my pocket? No. I'm bad about putting tools in my pocket. That's an old cable tech days. Seriously, here it is. Found it. So now I'm gonna check all these, make sure they're all. Well, actually, let me make sure that's what it says to do. Yeah. They do make a laser adapter for this. I will probably eventually spend the money and get that at some point. But it's also like low on my totem pole of priority at this moment. So use the 4mm screws attached loosely to each extension insert. Fully tighten all screws and secure the hybrid table. Fully position the 12 MDF inserts and use the 5mm hex tool to loosely insert and then fully tighten all screws on the MDF boards. Okay. Okay, so now I can go and tighten all these. This is going to take forever. But it's worth it. Ow. What's my finger? Could I use the impact on this? I could, but I don't want to warp this plate. To me, that's setting yourself up for disaster, trying to use impacts. I'd rather do it by hand, take the extra 5 minutes, make sure everything's kosher. And there's only so much torque you can put on this little Allen wrench anyway. No, I wouldn't get it to cut. I would get it to laser engrave, like wood. That's about all I'd do with it. It would be more for shits and giggles and learning. Like I wouldn't plan to cut anything with it. I don't even know how much the adapter is anyway. I didn't even look at it. It was the least of my worries when I was looking at buying a machine. That one's a little boogery. I'm curious. I've almost. Let me ask you this question, Jack. Can you laser engrave carbon fiber? The reason why I'm asking is like I want to figure out a way to I want to be able to put like the company name, like my logo, and the model number of the chassis on the plate somehow. And without engraving it, I would like to know if there's a way to possibly like laser engrave it. I've not spent that much time researching it to actually know the answer. That's why I'm asking. Okay, those are all done. And honestly, I don't remember what the Shapico, what the wattage is for the Shapicos either. That's another thing. Again, I didn't pay that much attention to when I bought it. Again, I didn't buy this for laser engraving, but I think it's kind of cool. I'd love to do it, sure. Oh, another cool thing about the Shapicos, if you don't know, is they give you a 30-day. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your question, gamer game. The website is remotecontrolcincinnati.com. I didn't even pay any attention to know what size, like what even the options for the diodes that they even offered. I've almost bought like one of the little like Amazon ones just to try it. The little lasers, and I'm betting that I would have been really pissed, honestly. Just because my expectations are, hey, I want to do this, and knowing me, without it being CO2 driven backup, I probably can't get the temps up there. CO2 lasers can engrave, but it can mark carbon fiber by vaporizing the resin layer on the surface. However, they will not cut deeply into the carbon fibers themselves. Could leave a rough finish. So the moral of the story is no. I don't know how tight these need to be. I would assume not crazy tight. Just because I feel like I'm crushing the MDF. Yeah, do not get a cheap. No, I wasn't going to get the 5-watt one. I was going to get a cheap one, but it wasn't going to be the 5-watt ones. I want to say it was like $300, and I want to say it was like a 25-watt diode. But I know I wouldn't have been happy with it. Why is this not going in? Come on. Is this how this is going to be for every one of these? I don't think I have a bit big enough for this for a speed drill. Because it was an M25 is what I used earlier. Oh well. I probably do in my work in my toolbox. I probably have hex adapters. I'm too lazy to go get them. You got a 5-watt diode laser and it's absolutely trash. the center. There we go. I'm assuming I'm just picking up trash from the MDF, getting in the threads, and boogering it up. Actually, it's starting to look like a decent day out. I thought it was supposed to rain all doggone day. That's why I chose to build this yesterday, the frame, and then work on this today. So you have 2 Ender 3s, 1 X1C, and 1 Mars 4 resin printer. That's one thing I've never done, was resin printing. I have a Creality CR10. That's my first printer. I still have it, which, by the way, it's probably going to get sold just because I never use it. And then my predominant printer that I run most of my business prints and stuff off of, which is my workhorse, is my Solvo SV01, and it prints amazing. I after owning it, I probably won't own another printer that I spend my own money on. Bamboo Labs is the only other one I would even attempt to consider, and that's even hit or miss. And then I have a Ender 3 S1 Pro that has given me absolutely nothing but fits, and that was given to me by somebody else that got into the hobby, and that was his first printer, and he could not get it to work, so he gave it to me to try to fix it, and I've had it for a year, and I still can't get it to print correctly. Consistently, that is. I can get it to print, but something to do with the auto bed leveling system, and it doesn't have a Z-axis limit switch, so it loses its Z-axis all the stupid time, and it drives me up a wall. So that's the three 3D printers that I currently have in my possession. And then you might as well call this a 3D printer too. And then where am I from? I am in the northern section of Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm actually in Lebanon, to be exact. It's public information. You guys have my name already. You could find out where I live real easy. People act like it's like private records and you can't find any of that stuff. You give me a name and a rough idea, I'll find out where you live in 10 minutes. I can find your deed. I can find a lot of your stuff that most people don't realize is actually public information. I can tell you how much you make. I can tell you how much you make and how much you pay in taxes. Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been there a few times. Used to go to the Coca-Cola 600. Well, back when it was NASCAR was NASCAR. Not anytime recently. I think the last time I've been there was for a race was 98. '99, something like that. I don't remember exactly. Might have been 2000 actually, now that I remember it. Yeah, you'd be amazed at public records and what you can actually find. With me being in the construction coordinator business, it's my job to find easement rights and so forth for cable and fiber optics and stuff like that. So I've done some deep dives on some people before that I just sit there and shake my head at. Kind of interesting. I play with $1 million like it's Monopoly money. But it ain't my money. I just laugh. A lot of people ask me, like, what do you do? I'm like, I play with Monopoly money. Literally. My thumbs are hurting. Man, this is a lot of screws. Really? What is up with this one? Something's messed up with this thread. Oh, you work for Pipe Electric. Or Pike Electric. Yep, I deal with you guys. I don't deal with you directly. Let me rephrase that. I deal with the power companies, which then contract you guys out to replace power poles. Predominantly Duke Electric in my area uses Pike. So the threads are okay. Weird. Is it, maybe it's that screw? I think it is. I think it's got a boogery thread on it. Really? Come on. There it goes. I'm short a screw. I mean, I guess they gave me a bag of extras, but they definitely shorted me. Me and Duke don't get along. I'll just say that. They make things so complicated. It's not even funny. Does this not fit? Not a you problem. It's a Duke problem. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in the field anymore. I miss it. I was a field technician for like 10, 11 years. I made it all the way up to large enterprise, so I did a lot of hospitals and hotels and stuff like that, and I did that during COVID. So needless to say, I've seen a lot of stuff that I don't want to remember. I've had to put hazmat suits on. I've had to sign paperwork for not talking about things I've seen. I've had security guards escort me through properties before with guns, like AR-15s. Keep in mind, I'm close to a local, rather large Air Force base, so you can kind of get an idea where that's going. Been in a lot of GE aviation locations, so I've got to see a lot of turbine technology. I've seen and put my hands on it. Actually, what I thought was kind of cool was a metal 3D printer. They were making turbine parts, small turbine parts for testing using a metal 3D printer. I spent about a week in that building. But yeah, definitely a lot of got to see a lot of cool stuff. Duke's not bad. I mean, I'm not saying they're terrible, but some of their policies just are anti like everything, and it's like 100% in Duke's favor. I've just learned what they are. My local Duke guy's cool, so I can't complain too much. He's actually made it a lot easier. Okay, so now we are on to the wiring harness. The Shipiko 5 Pro has been fully tested before shipping and is expected to be plug and play during the assembly process. Looking closer to the wiring harness, you will find two separate harness bundles together. The large control harness controls the motors and the LED. The smaller harness controls the limit switches and grounding. The harness has several branches. Each branch controls a different segment of the machine. All branches are shown. Okay. 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 So install wiring harness. I'm assuming the wiring harness is still in the box since it didn't say get it out of the box. Hey, look, step 1, remove the wiring harness in the drag chain bag from the wiring harness box found in the electronics box. I don't know anything about progressive energy. Oh, this weighs a ton for electric. Fragile. Electronic equipment. Holy crap, Batman. Do not open sharp with sharp objects. Fragile. Wiring harness. The bit setter for the auto leveling system and the power pendant, whatever that is. We'll find out. I told you, this stuff came packaged very, very well. Ooh, about fell over. Power pendant. Oh, it comes with an emergency stop switch. Did not know that. That is awesome. Because I was looking at setting up an emergency stop switch. Did not know it came with one. That's badass. Okay. I need a trash box. This is getting out of hand. Bit setter. I mean, I already know what this is. I know it goes over here somewhere. one of the big sell points to one of the reasons why I got this machine. The upgradable head, router head, and the bit setter. Yeah, emergency stop is absolutely a must. I just didn't know it came with one. Oh, wife's calling. Hold on. Yes.
Hey, I need you.
I'm back. I was going to build my own e-stop system anyway, but now that I know it has one, I'm not going to. So, let me pull that screen back up because I can't see you all. Okay. Holy wires, Batman. Wires on a gantry. Connectors. What's in this box? It says controller. Power cord. HDMI cord. Power cord. And the control module. You had your long mill about 4 years and only had these stop a few times, thankfully, and you've only broken one bit. I mean, breaking one bit is impressive for 4 years. Well, yeah. Okay, I mean, still, 2 bits in 4 years? That's impressive. So how's this work? So it's saying drag chain sits on top of the y-axis. Okay, so that's going to be that guy. Unroll and lay the harness of the base frame running parallel to the y-axis assembly. Lift the drag chain, slide it under the gantry, and place it on top of the y-right assembly. Curl the gantry connector's point to the harness so that it rests on the carrier plate bracket. See figure 4-2. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So it's going to be this guy. That's all going to have to go in the back. And it's going to have to go... It's going to have to go on like so. lift the drag chain, slide it under the gantry, and place it on top, which I've done. Curl the gantry connecting point to the wiring harness so that it rests on the carrier plate bracket. I don't understand what the carrier plate bracket is, because it doesn't. Okay, taking a minute to break. You do a lot of 3D carving? So it's saying that's a left. So Y left drag chain bracket, Y right chain bracket, and 4 screws. So it's almost... This has to screw to something. I know where that screws onto. That's fine. But this has to screw to something. So I'm assuming this goes on like so. But where does this bracket screw to? There? These instructions are not... This part of it's not very clear, but it's got to go... Because that's labeled right. So that's got to go there. I don't know why there's a left, because there's not two... There's not two... there shouldn't be wires over here. Okay. I'm going to use my good tools for this, because I actually enjoy my wrists. So that's got to go there. That's got to go rest up on here, and that's going to mount there. But those are recessed screw holes, and these are not recessed screws. And that does not show recessed screws either. That is weird. No, you can't. I would say you're correct that it gives me options to put the chains on, but I can't because the stepper motor's on that side, and I can't put the stepper motor over here, and I can't flip the gantry over. It has to be on this end. Unless you tore this thing all the way apart, and maybe it is. No, it's not, because it's not, you can't mount it. The mounting screws are not on the bottom, so it has to be in this orientation. Oh well, whatever. If this is my only complaint, I think we're doing pretty good. I feel like the instructions were not very clear in this stage, that's all. These are not 3mm. There ain't no way. It's 2.5. Where's my 2.5 at? I'm gonna lose these. Yep, here went one. Seen this coming. there's a story behind that. I'm losing weight. I'm down 50 pounds. And nothing fits me. And I'm trying to lose another 50 more. So I don't really want to buy new clothes. I'm kind of in that awkward stage. I'm trying to actively lose weight, basically. Put the drag chain hardware box remaining screws back in the harness bag. You'll need them later. Install the YL wire keeper. Okay. Route limit and motor cables through channels. On which axis is this wanting it on? Because it's almost like it's showing. Okay, I'm gonna turn this table around because we gotta work on the back of it now. It was not easy losing the weight, but once it started, it was actually pretty easy. Come on, Caster, roll. Ugh. I got carpet, and it's stuck on the carpet. I didn't put big enough casters on it, apparently. I don't know what you guys can even see right now. There we go. My wife said she needs to lose 230 pounds. I mean, it's pretty funny. Okay. So now I gotta figure out how to mount these keepers on the bottom of this plate. Oh, this is 3D printed. Interesting. My question is, what hardware does this thing use? Because it must be these 4 random screws that was left over. I don't. These instructions get a little confusing. So it's now I'm on the install LY wire keeper. So it's having me do the far one first. And I need to find the Y left branch. Okay, so let's do that. Untangle this. Controller, that's got to go to controller. labeled Y. So yeah, it's got to be these two. Okay. You probably can't see, so let me pull you over here. And what I'm working on is this corner here, which you still can't see. So what it's doing is it has me running the connectors are just sticking out of this bracket with the motor on this side and the limit switch on that side. And then this gets screwed on like so. This is not easy. Tape. Some kind of retainer would have been nice. How many times am I going to drop it? It's also not the right one. Okay. You know what I got to say to this? There we go. Problem solved. 3-pin to 3-pin. 4-pin to 4-pin. Done. Connect front plate. Connect 3-pin connector to the front plate. Huh? I'm confused. Is there a 3-pin over here? Oh, there is. Wait a minute. Huh? Must be part of this bundle. Weird. Okay. Locate the front plate extension cable, 3-pin and a 4-pin in the wiring harness. Plug cable 3-pin connector into the 3-pin outlet. So 3 and a 4-pin. Am I blind? Or did I just run the wrong one? No, that's right. Okay, I'm going in circles now. I use Fusion 360 free for hobby. Yeah, Vectric is not so free. I do have Fusion 360, so I can do some of that. So that's gonna be one of my to go to things for designing anyway. I feel like I'm short a cable. Is that what this is? Locate the front plate extension cable, a 3-pin to 4-pin, in the wiring harness box. So 3 to 4 pin. Hey, look, it was the one that was missing this whole time. I'm pretty sure it's missing. Okay. Three-pin connector goes forward. Plugs in there. And it's got wire clips. So that's that. So that's good there. Direct end of cable past the final base member under the end of the y-axis. Locate the single row 4-pin connector coming from the harness. Plug the front plate extension into the 4-pin. Okay. So that must be this one and this one. And they are the same colors. Easy. Done. Next page. We're getting there somewhere. I know you guys probably can't see a whole lot. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make it so you guys can see and I can see at the same time. With me, my back to this computer, it's hard for me to see what you guys can see and can't see. So right now it's wiring. So now this wants both wires through this. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Ow. So this wire this plate. So that's going to go on like so. And then I'm assuming I need to go ahead and put this wire through this D channel before I secure it to that plate. That would make more sense. Ow. That way I know how much wire to work with. That looks good. There we go. That wire bundle. That wire bundle. That's a lot of wires. Okay, this zip tie is in the absolute worst spot. Okay. So that wiring is tucked away. Move to the right side of the machine, locate the two or Y right cables, one 4-pin and one 3-pin, existing the wiring harness trunk, and connect the stepper motor and the limit switch. Bring you guys down. You got a new cam, Obi Tiny 2. It is a PTZ, so it will follow me around the shop. But my shop is so messy, I don't want the camera to follow me around. I will check that out. Does it act? Is it? I'm assuming 1080p. Right now, I'm running a digital SLR, so I have to manually focus it. So like out of focus, in focus, and I can manually zoom it and all that stuff. So now I'm looking for connectors. It's gonna be these two. It's got to be these two, which is 4-pin, green, red, black, and blue, and then the other one is blue, brown. They have it as yellow, but this one, it has to be this one. It's the only other cable here. So then this goes 4-pin to 4-pin, 3-pin to 3-pin. Okay. Wiring is almost complete, I think. Gantry connect. Connect the harness gantry point connectors to 5 connectors detailed in diagram 4-8. Each of these connectors is polarized and will only connect one way. Be sure to connect properly orientation with the lock tabs aligned before plugging them in. Do not force the connectors. That kind of makes sense. So, see if I can't get this table to move towards you. So now it's connecting these to these. So in this case, a 4-pin to a 4-pin. Yep, 4 to a 4. 4 square to a 4 square, which is that guy. A 3-pin to a 3-pin. And a 6-pin to a 6-pin. That leaves me with the 2-pin. What's the 2-pin for? Connects to the LED strip. What LED strip? Did I get screwed? Oh, I didn't realize it has an LED strip on this thing? Well, I'll be damned. I didn't know this had an LED strip underneath it. I've been setting it on the LED strip this whole time. Oh well. Move to the right side of the machine so you have closer access to the end of the gantry and the harness installed in the previous step. Connect the gantry LED. I've already done all that. Okay, install the right end cap. Where's the cap? You can't hear me at all? What happened? Oh, wait a minute. How about now? Is that better? Sorry. Something happened and my microphone got turned down a little bit. Oh, you got the 4K version for 60 FPS for $160? I can turn it up. I'll turn it up, guys. Give me a second. I'll crank her. I got an external microphone, so give me a second. How about now? I don't think it's any better. Turn this down. Mic check, mic check. It doesn't seem to change. Okay. Let's check mix. Test, 1, 2. Nope, that ain't changing. Headphones out. Nope, that ain't changing either. Why? I could have sworn this was adjustable. Oh, gain. Okay. Check, mic check. There we go. That's getting close. There we go. Okay. How about now, guys? Is that a little better? I can turn it up more if I need to. And let me know if you get too much background noise or anything else attached to it as well. And by the way, hi Spectra. I'm waiting for the delay because I know there's a delay. I'm bouncing in yellow now, so I've never been this high this whole time. So the audio should be a lot better. Okay. Where is... Where's my end caps? there. Maybe I didn't get any. Power pendant cable and grounding block. Oh, here they are. By the way, how are you doing, Spectre? I said hi to you earlier. You must not have heard me when the audio was down. Okay. Gather the right end cap and hardware. Make sure the gantry wiring is tucked into the cavity in the gantry. Place the right end cap on the end. Okay. Okay. That seems kind of straightforward. Which one's the side? I don't know. But I'll figure it out. Assuming it's that side. Okay, it is that side. So it's saying all of this fits inside of here? How? It all goes through the top? That doesn't make sense. I'm confused. Because this is not close enough. Oh, I guess that's probably in the wrong spot. That makes more sense on why this doesn't reach. You've been on your PS5 playing DayZ. Yeah, DayZ's awesome. I don't mind playing DayZ. Especially you got a group of friends. DayZ's a blast. DayZ solo, not easy, but it's not terrible. You just got to be a lot more aware of what's going on. So that's going to go there. Then that frees up. I don't understand how this wire fits in here. Gather the right end cap and hardware. Make sure all the gantry wiring is tucked into the cavity of the gantry. Place the right end cap. Locate the green wire. Place the loop at the end of the wire, grounding wire to the end of the M6. Yep. Okay, so, I mean, you would think that's common sense. It says shove everything in here, but how? If the only way the wires have access is through here, do they go in? They come in the bottom. Okay, that makes more sense now. Again, they don't make, the instructions are not very clear. They go in the bottom, they curve around, they shove inside of here. That's got to go at the top. And the ground wire goes there. Solo, yeah, solo's not bad. It's just, like I said, you just gotta take your time. Because when you're soloing, you're a lot more vulnerable to anything else. I mean, we used to run in big squads when I played DayZ, and it was a hoot. We always had fun. Honestly, I miss those days. We had about, I would say we had an active group of, there's 2 clans that merged together. No, this is not an Ender 3 S1 Pro. Apparently there's glass over here, and I didn't clean up. So I've been walking on glass. Well, this is going to be a fun day. This is a Shapico 5 Pro desktop CNC router. Make sure nothing's inked up, nothing's in a bind, everything's free, nothing's going to rub a hole, pinch in anybody or anything crazy. Man, the wind's picking up. Install grounding block. Okay. That's in this. Locate the grounding block. Position the grounding block inside of the Y-axis. Rotate the grounding block so the 6 non-threaded holes face the rear and the 2 threaded holes face up. So 6 faces rear, threaded face up. Okay. I need my Allen head. Just gonna screw into the side. Tighten that down. Tighten that down. Okay. Locate the green and yellow cable with the banana plug exiting the wiring harness. Okay. Insert the banana plug into any of the 6 non-threaded holes rear of the block. Okay. Problem solved. Prepare the router drag chains. Locate the 2 empty router drag chains. Lay the drag chains flat, hinge side up, side by side on the base frame. Okay. So down. Down. Use a flathead screwdriver and pry the head link and tail link off each drag and set them aside. What? Okay, I can't do that anyway. I don't have my router head. So, yes. MIP Torx drivers for the win. Absolutely. That's about all I ever use. Right there. One of the best tools ever made. Oh, you guys can't see. I'm sorry. Should have yelled at me. So we were mounting ground block. I'm done at this point. It's having me do the gantry for... okay, I need to move you all so you can see. So it's having me work on the chains for the router and to run the wiring through it, but I don't have the router head yet, so I cannot do this step. So we're going to skip it for now. And then it's having me secure the cables on the end for it, which I can't do. Okay. And then the controller and bit setter. Connect the controller. Locate the controller box, which I already have. Which is this guy. Locate the 18 pin, which is for the motor. That's going to be these two big boys. And then one's the motor connector, and one's for switches. The problem is, I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but, like, here's my argument. If they try to make things easier, the white plug is labeled motors, the black plug is labeled switches, but the black end is for motors, and the black and white one is for switches. So wouldn't they have made this white and this black? Wouldn't that have made more sense? I'm assuming it's a supply and demand issue at this point. Plug the 8-pin power pendant cable into the port labeled power pendant, which is this guy. To the controller, so power pendant, so that's going to go here. I'm assuming this one goes here. Yep. Okay. Easy. Plug the 6 in into the power pendant. Be sure to line. Yep. Plug the USB cable into the port labeled USB. I mean, that's common sense. I'm not going to do that at this moment. I'm going to leave it alone. Plug the 3-prong power cable into the power jack on the side of the controller. It's in the bottom. That's fine. That's plugged in. Okay. I gotta figure out where to mount this, because I don't want it... I'm gonna have to do some thought. I don't want it on the back of this, because it's gonna get hit. But I want to make it so it's accessible. And I want to make it... I don't know if I want to leave that back here and mount it to the table, because I feel like it's going to get covered with crap. I almost feel like it needs to be mounted down here, but this will get hit. I want it down like here to protect it. So I'm going to have to build something underneath this for that controller box. Okay. So now we are going to work on the bit setter, which is in the other corner. So let me see if I can't rotate this guy. This carpet. guys down. You get to stare at my pretty feet. Okay, come on. Work with me, Cable. Ah, just unplugged you. This cable is not cooperating today. There we go. Undo that. Live view. There we go. So what we're working on now is what they call bit setter. You like the linear bearings on this over? Just the wheels? Yeah. This is designed that it will cut aluminum, like thick aluminums, and that's one of the, I think they made this such a beefier unit for that reason, so you don't get like walking on some of that. So if you start loading it down, cutting heavier stuff, like aluminum, for example, like material, that this isn't going to twist and torque out on me. Slide the two Z-nuts, or T's nuts into the track, slotted. Okay. On the right of the assembly, so that's going to go in here. Two of these guys. Position the bit setter over the T's nuts with the 3-pin port base facing the right. So it's going to go like so. Use a 5mm hex tool. And loosely insert the two bolts. Yep. That seems like it's going to be in the way of the cut bed. Okay. Plug in the short 3-pin connector, which I just had it and I moved it. Where did I move it to? There it is. Okay. I'm not bending over and fighting that. They should have had me do that before I did it. Order of operation, people. And then that's going to go down and plug in down here. I don't like that. That seems like a bad spot. That should plug in. That should plug into the rail over here instead of the front. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm blind. I think it goes in. It gives me an option for either or. Yeah, that's interesting. So I have the option for the front or the side over here. So it's got two options. That's actually kind of cool that it gives you options, because I didn't like this spot. Okay, come on. That's going to be a pain to get out if I ever need to get it out, but hopefully I don't ever have to get it out. Locate zip ties and self-adhesive cable ties. Use a self-adhesive cable tie and zip tie if needed. Readjust Velcro straps attached to the wiring harness trunk to tidy the wiring harness. Basically, I'm complete. Okay. I am done with the assembly for the most part. I need to wait till I get my router head, which then I can finish the gantry portion of it. Come on. So this is the front, that's the rear. Assemble, try to move this around a little bit so it's a little bit more square on this this table. I gotta figure out where I want to do with the box. Trash. That looks good. That looks good. So yeah, basically just tidy up this, zip tie all these together with the supplied zip ties that came in the kit, which is in a box. Where did I put the box? Under the table. So like I said, it came with gantry extension pieces. So if I need to extend, shorten, fix anything that's broken, came with a extra limit switch. So if one of them's bad or one goes bad, I damage it, whatever. It came with an extra one. Came with a maintenance kit already with it. Came with the hold down kit, so aluminum tease nuts with the plastic material hold downs and the hardware for it. Came with a pack of a bunch of nylon zip ties for cable management for that. Came with a bit, which in this case the bit is a Nomad Tools, I have no clue what I'm looking at. Number 201 square 250, so 250 thousandths. 0.75 LOC 3FL 2.5 OAL. Again, I know nothing about that stuff yet. A couple extra wire management, double-sided sticky pieces, and of course, the world's most expensive Sharpie. Oh, also, it came with the dust collector system. So this is the dust collector assembly. So it comes with a brush, sweeper head. Move you over here. You guys can't see. So this will go down up underneath here, and then has replaceable bottom pieces. So, and then an adapter to go from a 2-inch to a 1 1/4. But I'm going to update my shop vac to fit the 2-inch instead of this. So, very cool. That's the adapter. It's going to fit on like so. Very cool. We're about done. I just need my printer. I just need my head at this point. And then this is the quick draw. I don't know exactly what this is. So this is a new part. And it even comes with a QR code for instructions on how to use it. So, and a bunch of O-rings. Don't know anything about it, but it looks like it might be a mount to quick remove this on and off. That's what it looks like. Because it's magnetic. Yep, that's what it looks like. But I'll find out. Other than that, I'm done. Until I get the router head. There's not a whole lot more I can do. And honestly, how long have I been live? I thought it told me how long. I don't see it. Huh. I could have sworn it said how long I've been live for, but I don't see it anywhere on here. I think I started. Let me look on Google. Started over 2 hours ago, so we'll say less than 3 hours. I don't know exactly the time, but I mean, obviously I still got a little bit of stuff, so like I gotta mount the e-stop. This is gonna get mounted probably on the front, on the very, very front lip, like down here. It's probably gonna get mounted like somewhere right here. Obviously, you guys can't see it, but it'll probably be like right there. That way, I can just slap it and hit it to turn it off. Just do some cable management stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So far, so good. Everything looks good to me. And then it's got a URL list of a bunch of stuff. It comes with machine configuration. It comes with training materials, so I can go and check those things out. It's got a technical support, and it's got 1-year warranty, and it comes with a 60-day mistakes are on us guarantee. So if I take this and start running it and run a drill bit into this aluminum, they will replace the aluminum track. They'll replace broken bits if I break bits. The stock bit, that is. So they guarantee that anything I damage, they will replace it within 60 days of me owning this machine, which I think is amazing customer support. We'll see how much I actually need to use that. Hopefully I don't, but the option's there, basically. I mean, like I said, so yeah, a little just short of 3 hours. That's what I thought it was. So for 3 hours to put a table together, I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. Yeah. We're good. I think I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out and chatting, hanging along with me. If you have any feedback on anything specific or something you want to see, let me know. I can't do the final tidy up until I get the other, like I said, until I get the actual router head, because it has its own controller. I don't know where it's going to sit. I don't want to mount anything until I know I have all the pieces and I know where everything is going to be first. So I'm kind of at this point where I can't do anything else until the other stuff shows up. So I'm not going to drag this out any longer than I have to. Today is my stepson's prom, so I will have to go and start getting ready for all of that as well. At some point today, I got to go and pick up his flowers at 2 o'clock, and it's 1:30 or 12:30 now. So I appreciate y'all, and I will go live again whenever I get everything. I don't know when I'm going to get it. I'm hoping I can get it tomorrow, or sorry, Monday. But we'll see. I can't promise that I'll have it on Monday or not. It all comes down to what my work schedule will allow me to do. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one. And thank y'all for coming and hanging out. Later, y'all.